Owls, with their flat, haunting visage and enormous, soul-piercing eyes, appear born of twilight dreams. Their appearance, so evocative of mystery and beauty, has inspired innumerable stories of wisdom, enchantment, and even doom across nations and millennia. In Greek mythology, they soared alongside Athena, the goddess of knowledge, as icons of intellect and strategy. These creatures, veiled in the hush of night, are more than mere birds. They are ethereal architects of the shadowed hours, floating softly under a tapestry of stars. In Native American lore, they were commonly viewed as messengers between the physical and supernatural realms, their calls resonating with omens or truths unheard. Their features are no accidental design. They are the masterstroke of nature's brush, polished to perfection over millennia for survival in a realm painted in darkness. Each feather, each glitter in their unblinking stare, alludes to a life spent exploring the mysteries of the night. The distinctive shape of their flat, disc-like faces is not only a quirk of design but an evolutionary masterpiece. These faces operate as parabolic dishes, funneling even the tiniest whispers of sound into their finely tuned ears. Around their faces, a delicate cage of stiff feathers amplifies these whispers, allowing owls to hear the slight rustle of a mouse beneath layers of snow or leaves. Their vision is also astounding, an evolutionary risk that exchanged flexibility for high sensitivity. Instead of spherical, revolving eyeballs, owls evolved elongated tubes that capture every shred of light in their gloomy environments. Because these tubular eyes are fixed, owls cannot look up or sideways without turning their heads completely. However, nature, ever the clever sculptor, made up for it by giving them a remarkable neck. An owl's neck can rotate an astounding 270 degrees due to its 14 vertebrae, compared to a human's 7. This amazing ability is made possible by specialized arteries and air sacs that guarantee blood flow to the owl's brains throughout these amazing rotations. Their deliberate and fluid movements give the impression that they are dancing with the night rather than merely adapting mechanically. The owls of today, however, are the result of significant change. Eons ago, their ancestors were sun-loving creatures that thrived in the daylight and fed on creatures that would seem strange and archaic to us today. According to fossil evidence, these early owls were bigger and more formidable than their contemporary counterparts, with talons more like those of hawks or eagles. More than 60 million years ago, Prime Optinx Poliotaurus, an ancient owl, roamed the verdant jungles of Paleocene Wyoming. The predatory prowess of the Primoptinx reverberated throughout history, as it used its enormous talons to subdue larger prey, in contrast to modern owls that frequently use their beaks to deliver a deadly blow. Its strong grip was made for much larger animals, possibly small ancient deer or even tiny primates, which were both common in its prehistoric world, rather than the delicate rodents of today. It was a long and difficult journey from these daytime hunters to the silent guardians of the night. Over millions of years, owls' fate was altered by competition and environmental stresses. In order to carve out a niche for themselves in the nocturnal void, the progenitors of modern owls fled into the shadows as other predators seized the daylight hours. This change necessitated new adaptations, including ears sensitive to the smallest vibrations, eyes that could see through the deepest darkness, and plumage that muffled the sound of their flight. The ancestry of modern owls had developed by the Miocene, some 20 million years ago. Barn owls, Titanidae, and true owls, Strigidae, split off, each family honing its own survival techniques. With more than 200 species, the Strigidae family has adapted to a variety of environments, including tropical rainforests and Arctic tundras. Titanidae, on the other hand, became masters of vast fields and meadows by crafting their spooky, heart-shaped faces and icy screeches. Despite the emergence of contemporary owl families, variety persisted. Giants like Ornimegalonyx and Tytopollens roamed the Caribbean islands. The latter, a Cuban owl, was enormous, more than a meter in height. It was a predator unlike any owl living today, with talons that could shatter bone and legs designed for stalking. Its incapacity to fly, or at most its restricted ability to fly, highlighted how it had adapted to play the function of a predator in an ecology lacking large mammalian carnivores. These evolutionary studies demonstrate how exceptional creatures might arise in isolated contexts. Before humans arrived about 6,000 years ago, Ornimegalonyx ruled the Caribbean, a country of ancient ground sloths and rodent species, permanently upsetting the delicate equilibrium. Even though they are less common now, owls are still amazing. They serve as a reminder of the tenacity of nature, from the cold tundra of the Arctic, where the majestic snowy owl soars in pursuit of lemmings, to the thick Amazonian rainforests which resound with the cries of the spectacled owl. They eat everything from tiny insects to fish and small mammals, reflecting the diversity of their surroundings. Owls leave their mark on every culture they come into contact with. In some, they are a sign of wisdom, while in others, they are a sign of mystery. Their haunting cries break through the night's stillness and fill it with an unearthly melody that profoundly connects with our common bond with nature. Looking into an owl's eyes is like looking into the depths of time. A world of giants and primordial rainforests, of ecosystems extinct in history but alive in their DNA, is reflected in their stare. Owls bear the burden of their evolutionary past in their flight and quiet, making them more than just survivors. They are storytellers. Every feathery motion and quiet scream serves as a reminder that the natural world is full of mysteries we cannot fully comprehend. We find a call to action in the mysterious presence of an owl, to treasure the wild regions that remain unexplored by us, to preserve the mysteries that flutter in the dark, and to pay tribute to the night watchers that silently keep watch over everything. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more interesting videos.